heat. So the second part is this. The third is your HVAC, heat, ventilation, air conditioning, which we are doing. So and the fourth dimension is transport, where you are directly powering your automotives, and now electric will come, but we should go to hydrogen economy. So basically, once we are able to do this, we need to understand this entire jigsaw puzzle as a solution to renewables. Rather than, so I don't call it e-mobility. I hate that word. I call it renewable energy mobility. So that is, this idea has come from this place, from the REPA NDM Center of Excellence in Renewable Energy. इसकी idea है RE mobility. So RE mobility में gas का बड़ा role है. Because if you can bring gas in, your RE mobility is in, and you can make blue hydrogen, which is what actually you convert natural gas to hydrogen, and you sequestrate or trap the carbon, and that can be commercially used in the industry as carbon dioxide. So the energy content of separating CH4, methane, is literally 1,000 in natural weight times separating H2O. पानी को separate कर नहीं सकते, बहुत मुश्किल होता है, काफी मुश्किल, और वो इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस में इतना पावर लगेगा, इवन अगर वो कम भी कर दे तो भी 100 गुना लगेगा. तो आप $5-6 की जो मार्केट में बात हो रही है वो होना नहीं है, जबकि इसमें $2 में हम प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं अभी. Even now we are producing at BPCL. I hope some officer is here. I had invited. The Bharat Petroleum is already doing at 2.5 rupees blue hydrogen. So sorry, $2.5 per kg blue hydrogen. So if we look at that, that's competitive. So if we allow this to go further up, that we make the processes more efficient and make it happen, we can use natural gas straight away and then come out with reformer technology, and hydrogen fuel cell also can be deployed, and automotives will come in HFCEV, or they will directly burn hydrogen, which I call as HDC. The common parlance people call H2IC, hydrogen industrial internal combustion engine. But simple thing is it is HDC, hydrogen direct combustion, which I did in 1998 at MEN in Oxford. A 12 megawatt engine was powered with hydrogen, and we demonstrated to the world. Production of hydrogen is the problem, transportation is the problem, not delivery of power. So I keep this brief. I invite Dr. Khanna to please take over and tell us why today is so much important, the Strategic Petroleum Corporation and what's happened with us of late, and how after almost 2 decades something like this has happened. Khanna sir, please take over.
Thank you, Professor Iyer. I would like to greet all the members on the dais here and all of you here today who are most probably curious to know what it's all about. Professor Iyer has given you a wide spectrum of the ideas and thoughts behind the energy supply, what it means to have energy. So for me, it's a great honor to be with all of you today. And I would like to at the same time thank Professor Iyer and Dr. Bansal, who have organized this today. And I think it is extremely important for the future of India and our people. We feel you guys are all management students. What does that mean? Management. Management is a service to the people, to the economies, and to everyone, and to yourself, to set goals for yourself. So it is our duty to enable us doing good work and serve the interests of the people of India, because we are Indians. So our previous leaders, if you think, long time ago, fought for the freedom of this country, and we can be proud of them. Our previous generations who were serving the interests of India. One of them was also my father, Shri Om Prakash Khanna, who joined the Indian Foreign Service after the independence of India. It's our duty to follow in their footsteps and try our best to do it similarly under the prevailing circumstances. India is growing very fast and is an economic power. The population is similarly growing, but is still lacking adequate supply of energy, as you heard from Professor Iyer, which is required to satisfy the needs of the country. What does that mean? That That means the economic growth of the country, the buying power of the people, all depends upon energy. If that is not there, we will sink in poverty, and we don't want to do that. On one side, we want to be powerful. On the other side, we are not giving enough adequate supplies to the people and helping them to grow. So it is a question of how do you set up your value chain. It is not a question of what is the cost of that value chain, but the question is what I'm doing to exceed that value chain for the benefit of the people. So if you look at the economic growth and the demand to satisfy, you have heard that number given from Professor Iyer. It needs at macro and micro level can be only fulfilled with the supply of energy in its various forms and applications. The logical approach is to have a mix of renewables and conventional means for the supply of energy. We are talking about renewables, but what is the basic of energy? What is the basic of power? It is the base load, as we call it. It's not the peak load which we are looking at. So you have to satisfy the base load and the requirement in the country. So the transformation process to have a satisfactory solution requires an answer which requires a holistic approach and implementation of various resources in the following areas which are extremely important. That is, one of the major issues is the food